Today I'm going to be sharing with you on how I managed to improve my meditation concentration by applying the tips that I'm going to be sharing in this video. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm Daryl. So I've been meditating for about a year now, and although it's not been very long, but I just wanted to share with you on what I tweaked around my meditation practice in order for me to improve my meditation concentration. Now, results may vary from one individual to another, but I would say if you try to implement these tips, I'm sure it would benefit you in some way or other. So here are 10 tips for you to try out. So tip number 1 would be to choose the right times to meditate. This will reduce any possible distractions or thoughts that may start to arise when you are doing your meditation. So ideally, meditation will be the first thing that I do when I wake up, and also the last thing that I do for the day, so I do not need to worry about anything else. This will also help to tune your mind and body for a good rest. Tip number 2, choose the right duration to meditate for. In the beginning, you can start for as little as 5 minutes and then work your way up from there. It's just like any kind of progression where you have to take it step by step. So for example, if you're looking to get stronger, you can't just skip to the heavy weights when your body's not even conditioned yet. So same thing for your mind, if it's not conditioned yet, then it's not advisable to push yourself to the extremes when you're not ready yet. Now of course there are exceptions as well, where you hear of people going for retreats and like 10-day kind of retreats where they sit for long hours, but that's under special guidance. So unless you're in that environment, then it's fine. But if you're doing it alone without any guidance, then it's advisable to just take it one baby step at a time. Tip number 3, do some stretching or yoga to help the blood circulate throughout the body. I found that this was helpful as it helped me to warm up the body and the mind and reduce the chance of me getting sleepy or tired when I meditate. Tip number 4, finding a comfortable environment for yourself so that you can be more relaxed. It will be ideal if you have a quiet spot. Then find a comfortable seated position, one that you can ground yourself well. And in a seated position, try to have as little tension in the body as possible. Sit as still as possible and minimize any movement. This will allow you to achieve a deeper meditation. Tip number 5, set your intention or say a prayer for your meditation so you remember why you're doing it. I feel that this is important because it will help you to empower your practice even further when you have a reason behind it. Really think it, feel it, and believe in it. I want you to think about this for a moment. When some people pray, they can wish or pray for positive things to happen, but are thinking in a negative mindset. So when you think negative, you attract negative. When you think positive, you attract positive things. So try and be aware as much as possible whenever you're in a negative vibration and turn that around to something positive, and you'll be able to start to see changes for yourself if you are able to be consistent with it. In a book called CYBERNETICS by Dr. Maxwell, he talks about how one can develop a habit or condition mind by repeating it daily for 21 days. So why not just apply this to your intentions or your prayers since you do it every day already? So try it for yourself, there's no harm anyways, and you'll be able to see what you can achieve by doing this for a month. Tip number 6, try your best not to get agitated whenever you feel you can't focus. One of the best ways is to pay attention to your breath. Know that with every moment you are able to catch yourself in thought and bring yourself back, that's considered good progress. You just got to maintain and be consistent, and over time you'll get better with it. So don't worry, just keep going and trust the process. Tip number 7, you can also utilize audio soundtracks or guided meditations in order to help you focus more. I've also included a link in the description if you're interested to download an audio soundtrack that I've produced with Tibetan bowls, so feel free to download them. Tip number 8, try and be as mindful throughout the day, because meditation will eventually also help you to bring across mindfulness throughout the day. So you really want to be practicing it as well, especially during tough times. And you can start to see and acknowledge yourself and be aware of certain emotions that arise even when you're not meditating. And then when you're in meditation again, you can start to have a deeper practice. Tip number 9, try not to meditate right after a meal. Ideally, you want to do it before you have your meal, but if you have already had your meal, try and wait at least an hour and a half to 2 hours so that it gives your body time to digest your food And right after a meal, your cells are all going to be targeted and focused on your digestive system, and this is going to make you feel sleepy, especially during meditation if you've just eaten. Alright, and now for your final tip for today, tip number 10. Having a whole foods plant-based diet. You are what you eat, and this applies to your meditation practice as well. In my opinion, after 2 to 4 days of plant-based diet, I feel that I managed to get a deeper level of meditation. But of course, it may be due to other factors, but I feel that this is also one of the important factors that actually allowed me to achieve a deeper concentration. And also another thing is, like when I went for retreats, like 10-day Vipassana, they ask you to eat vegetarian food, and that's also what I felt was one of the significant changes when I went there in terms of allowing me to achieve a deeper meditation practice. It may not be for everyone, but if you are willing to try it, then let me know how it goes. Alright guys, so that's your 10 tips for today. Do give it a try and let me know what you think about it as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching!